Hello Tamers, today we are going to be opening this year's advanced deck, Double Typhoon. This is what's inside the box, a set of cute exclusive sleeves and the deck itself. And behind, we have the bonus pack as well as a play sheet. On one side it features the new SR Gold Rapidmon, and on the other, Terriermon and Lopmon reaching out to each other looking absolutely adorable. I think we know which side I'm gonna use for today's video. Now for the deck itself, we have the main deck here, and behind we have the bonus cards, some all-out reprints of old cards. So we'll save this for later and go into the main deck first. First, we have 4 copies of the new Gummymon, a brand new staple Digi-Egg for green, which allows you to draw on attack if you have a green tamer in play. 2 copies of SR Terriermon that allow you to play a green tamer or a Lopmon for cheap, and 2 copies of SR Lopmon that can give one of your Digimon Alliance for the turn. And I just recently learned that Alliance can stack, so if you use Lopmon's effects on a Digimon that already has Alliance, it will have 2 copies of the Alliance keyword, so when it attacks, you can suspend up to 2 of your other Digimon, combine all of your DP, while gaining security attack +2. And of course, if you have multiple copies of Lopmon, it only goes even higher. 4 copies of the new Wendigomon, which I really like because it allows you to recycle and reuse the powerful effects of your deck's level 3s, especially SR Terrier and Lop. 4 copies of the new Gargomon. When you use it as a target for Alliance, it can give jamming to your attacking Digimon, making it easier to pull off cheap, low DP Alliance strikes for extra security damage. 2 copies of the new SR Gold Rapidmon. Other than the awesome artwork, it has some pretty cool hexagonal foiling going on. I'm gonna try and show it to you guys through the camera. With its effect, whether it attacks or is suspended as a power boost for Alliance, just like Gargomon, it increases the chances of your Alliance attackers surviving security battles. And most importantly, as we'll see later, he can warp into the new Mega Gargo. 4 copies of new Rapidmon, on top of hindering your opponent with D-Digivolve. The protection it grants itself will make it harder for your opponent to get rid of it, increasing your success rate of pulling off a Blast Evolution. And of course, being a cyborg with that solid inheritable, I can see it being run in Machinedramon as well, powering up your attacks alongside BT11 Metal Tyranno. And now, here he comes! 2 copies of the deck star, Mega Gargomon Ace. I've already talked about this guy at length in a previous video. A very solid ace with an extremely disruptive on-evolve when it blast evolves, coupled with an unsuspended 2 key timings, making it a powerfully balanced card with both offensive and defensive potential. Most importantly, it can evolve from any Digimon with Rapidmon in its name for 5 cost, allowing it to warp directly from the level 4 Gold Rapidmon, which becomes even more powerful considering that this is an ace which can make use of this condition for Blast Evolution as well. Also, I just realized, but unlike the hexagonal armorish pattern on top of SR Gold Rapidmon, this Mega Gargomon Ace has a kind of like a, I don't know how to describe it, I'm trying to show it to you guys, but a sort of like a firewallish spiky wall pattern, which is pretty cool as well. 4 copies of the new Cherubimon with Alliance and an effect that guarantees an Alliance target on your field. Next, moving into the new Tamers and options, we have the new Henry, which basically has the same Biomerge effect as BT12 Staccato, and 2 copies of the new archetype-specific delay option card, Double Typhoon. It has a search effect on main, while its delay effect allows you to produce more bodies on the field, guaranteeing Alliance targets, while again enabling the powerful effects of your SR Terriermon and Lopmons. It's even useful when checked from security, disrupting your opponent with a double suspend. And finally, 4 copies of your new signature removal option card, Giant Missile. Now moving into reprint territory, we are starting off with Terriermon from EX4. We have 4 copies of him, followed by Terriermon Assistant, another 4 copies, and EX4 Antilamon as well, which I believe should also be 4 copies. And then moving into other cards, we first have BT8 Willis, 2 copies of him, and 2 copies of the Henry, I believe from EX2. Finally, we have our usual nice foil memory gauges, a green one representing Terriermon and a pink one representing Lopmon. Very, very cute. And of course, our usual tutorial cards. Now let's take a look at our 10 bonus cards. Starting off, we have an alt art of EX4 Chocomon, which you can immediately add to the deck to bring your Digi-Egg deck up to 5 if you wish to do so. Next, we have one for EX4 Lopmon, which was not reprinted in the main deck over there. Whoops. And after that, we have a reprint of BT8 Gold Rapidmon. And there we go, our brand new Magnamon, black and blue with a security effect. And I believe there are 2 copies of this guy, making it easier to get. Very nice, I appreciate that, Bandai. Next, alt art of Fireball. Then we have Kaiser Nail. Blinding Ray, very nice to see. Pride Memory Boost with beautiful new art featuring a battle between the D Brigade and the Legend Arms. I am definitely adding this to my collection and I can't wait for this deck to come out in English and hopefully get 4 copies of this guy there. And finally, we have Mist Memory Boost with new art as well, also by Takase. Love his art style and overall composition featuring a variety of very nice purple Digimon. And now, for the bonus secret pack. So this contains one of 6 cards from the main deck in a different background alt art. So I'm really hoping that we get one of the SRs since we only get 2 copies of them in the main deck, and this essentially becomes the 3rd. Okay, our bonus alt card is going to be... Dang it! As much as I really like the new Wendigomon, we already have 4 copies of him in the main deck, so I would have really preferred to get one of the SRs instead. But that's a pretty cool green-purple data background though. You know what it reminds me of? Cyclone Joker! Alright, that was my opening of ST17 Advanced Deck Double Typhoon. Can't wait to test it out, and I love the deck's blend of cuteness and power. Hope you guys enjoyed this opening, and I'll see you guys in the next Digimon video.